Hello, everyone. I just wanted to share a word that I think many of you will be blessed with, um, and it has to do with faith. And remember, I was praying about faith and asking God to increase my faith, and He showed me something very interesting um, that has changed the way I view how to trust God. And I was walking by a river, and I believe God reminded me about the story of Peter and how he walked on water, right? And then he asked me a question as I was pondering how Peter went and he jumped out of the boat and went into the water and he walked on water. And then we all know the story. He kind of started looking around and he started drowning. But he asked me an interesting question. And I felt the Lord asking me, how deep do you think that Peter went to the water before he felt a solid footing? In other words, how much when he first jumped out of the boat, how deep do I think that he went to before he felt something solid underneath his feet that held him so he walked on water? And I thought, oh wow, he could have been knee or he could have been ankle deep before he felt something solid underneath him. He could have been deep. And I thought, wow, man, if it was me, knowing myself, I wouldn't have even jumped. I would have been out of the boat, holding onto the boat, dipping my toe on the water and see, oh, this is not solid. This is not gonna hold me, and I would have gone straight back in the boat. A lot of us just roll back into the beach, and Jesus is standing there waiting to come. And what happens is when we step out in faith, sometimes we start sinking before we feel a solid footing. And beyond that, that's only the first step. Beyond that, we have to stay in faith. That's what happened to Peter when he started um, having all sorts of thoughts and doubts, and then he sank. But at least he got through the first phase, which was jumping out in faith. And it turns out that the less things we have to hold on before we jump out in faith is the better. Because Peter didn't even have time to think whether the water was going to be ankle deep before he felt solid underneath his feet that was holding him. He just jumped. He had no chance. But a lot of times we kind of just take it easy, slowly, and then we see that it's not holding us, and we lose faith. We lose trust in Jesus. We say, Jesus, you let me down. You didn't answer my prayer. We go back and sail back into the beach, and sometimes I see people just forsake the faith and run away from Jesus as far as they can, while he's standing there saying, "Come." He's still there. So I just wanted to share with you that with you guys because this is really deep in my heart. How we sometimes we take little steps and we test the waters. We test the waters, and that's not faith. That's just us trying to test God and say, "Oh God, you're really gonna come through? Well, let me check this." And I encourage you today, just jump in, just jump in the water, just let Him hold you, just as far as deep, whatever it is, if it's knee or waist deep, even um, if God speaks to you, say, "Come," just go and let Him hold you, and don't turn back. So with that, I lead you guys. One more thing, so that we remain balanced in our thinking. Um, it has to be a word in season. All right. Sometimes we have presumptions and we fall into the trap that Satan wanted to do to Jesus, where it says, "Well, why don't you?" The Bible says that your angels are going to hold you. Um, so therefore, why don't you jump off this cliff? And that's testing God. All right. So we have to have a balance of faith when God speaks to do what He wants us to do versus being presumptuous and just saying, "Oh yeah, Jesus said you hold a snake and it will not hurt you." Well, I've seen people holding snakes and trying to test God in that aspect, and it doesn't fare well. So if Jesus is speaking to you, come, then you come. If He's not, then hold your peace and don't be presumptuous and trying to do something crazy. All right. So with that, God bless you guys, and I pray you be blessed by this. God bless.